So this week I'm going to start off by showing off some of my code. I spent most of my time uh, inheriting from the woe class for the red cube and inheriting from the waypoint class to make my own waypoint. The red cube just calls new and it adds it to the world list in the red cube. We have every single thing about the red cube is randomized. So we have our new operator, which just goes through the normal thing, makes all these, creates it. I just get the model and call the parent function. I initialize it down here where I actually set everything. This is where all the randomized variables come in. I had to do a little trick to get the red cube to send across both instances of the game. There's one new function here that takes in a seed. Now that seed is declared in here as an unsigned int time null pointer. Well, if I want to send a red cube somewhere, I'll save that seed as the cube seed, get that cube seed, and send it into the other instance of the game so that it creates the exact same cube, since random is just a list of seemingly random numbers. Then we have our basic net message, which takes the seed. It'll take that in, and then it'll send it as a cube, or on message arrive, it creates a cube with that seed. And then the actual waypoint, which is what creates the cube when you hit it, it also makes a sound to let you know that you've run into the waypoint. But then we create a red cube in our world, and then we push back the cube. And if we have somewhere we can message, we'll create a message, we'll get the seed from this cube and send that seed. Okay, so I was having some issues, but now I think it's working again. So if I place in some waypoints, it takes 10 seconds now for it to load in. As part of the onTrigger function, it takes 10 seconds after it's been triggered to reestablish itself. The first time it loads in where the camera is, but it doesn't get triggered. It turns a variable on so that it can get triggered properly after that. So when I do run into it, it should make a sound, and it'll load in a cube. Did I run into it? Oh, there's the cube. It is very transparent. But if I go on to this one, cube should be in the same place. Yep. Now I can also place a waypoint in this one. It'll take about 10 seconds again. So this one loads one in right here. And this one also loads in right here. So the net messaging with the cubes works, and I don't even have to include the net messaging in my main program area. So that is nice. The other thing I did was when I press Q, it will load in more cubes, and it is faster. I can press it more and they load in more. This does not send a message to the other one to load in a cube. This is just for me to test loading in the cubes here. So I just loaded in a bunch of cubes, and my frame rates have dropped. But I wanted to show off some of the cooler looking cubes. Like this one has a blue tint to it. I really like the ones with green in them, like this. If I can get down there. The frame rates are so bad now. It's like a greenish blue, a teal. That's nice. So the other things I did for this project was I made the GUI able to turn on and off. If I press tab, it comes on like this, and I can still do all of my things. I set the barrel to normally be off with the sound world, I can turn on and off the sound. But if I click off of it, I can press tab and it goes away. The red cubes obviously have their own class now, so that the main program area isn't so cluttered. I removed the cones. They were kind of pointless. I wasn't going to do anything with them. And I cleaned up the main program area. I got rid of the red cube function and waypoint function. The cube spawning is faster now. I think that's due to having its own class and some of the stuff I did inside of it. And the net messages work through the waypoints, obviously. So that ended up being a lot more work than I thought it was going to be, but I am glad I did it that way because I feel like I can do more now